Have you ever sat in a room full of people, a coffee shop, a family dinner, and noticed something strange? The silence. Not a peaceful, comfortable silence, but a digital one. Everyone's heads are bowed, faces illuminated by the pale glow of their screens. We're all connected, right? But are we communicating? This got me thinking about a pretty wild idea. What if technology, this incredible tool we believe is making us smarter, is actually just making us quieter? Think about it. We were promised a utopia of information with the entire knowledge of humanity in our pockets. We should be having the most profound, earth-shattering conversations in history. We should be debating philosophy over breakfast, solving climate change over lunch, and composing symphonies via text by dinner. In some ways, we are. We can learn a new language on an app, take a university course from our couch, and connect with experts on the other side of the planet. We're definitely consuming more information than ever before. But is consuming information the same as becoming smarter? Intelligence isn't just about knowing facts. It's about critical thinking, problem-solving, creativity, and emotional understanding. It's about the messy, unpredictable, and beautiful art of human interaction. It's the spark that happens when two minds meet, challenge each other, and build something new together. And this is where the quiet comes in. Let's rewind a bit. Before smartphones, what did you do when you were bored? Waiting for a bus, standing in line at the grocery store, sitting in a doctor's waiting room. Maybe you'd people watch. Maybe you'd strike up a conversation with a stranger. Maybe you'd just let your mind wander, get lost in thought, and come up with a weird, wonderful, completely original idea that unstructured boredom was actually a creative incubator. Our brains weren't being fed a constant stream of content. They had space to breathe, to create, to be curious. Now, those moments are filled. Every spare second is an opportunity to check notifications, scroll through a feed, or watch another short video. We've replaced daydreaming with data streams. We've swapped idle conversation with curated content. The constant stimulation is like a digital pacifier. It keeps us occupied, entertained, and quiet. We don't have to deal with the awkwardness of starting a conversation or the discomfort of being alone with our own thoughts. The algorithm has it covered. And look at how we communicate. We've traded phone calls for text, long letters for short emails, and face-to-face debates for comment section arguments. It's efficient, for sure. But we lose so much. We lose tone of voice, body language, the subtle cues that make up 90% of communication. A sarcastic comment can be misread as an insult. A genuine question can come across as an attack. We're typing at each other, not talking with each other. We're performing our opinions for a digital audience rather than exploring them in a genuine dialogue. The result is often more polarization, not more understanding. We retreat into our echo chambers, where algorithms feed us more of what we already believe, making us more certain, and ironically, less willing to engage in the kind of real conversation that might actually make us smarter. Think about our social skills. How do you learn to read a room? By being in a room. How do you learn to handle conflict gracefully? By having difficult conversations face to face. How do you build deep, meaningful friendships? Through shared experiences and vulnerable, spoken truths. When we outsource our social interactions to apps and platforms, we're like pilots who only ever use the simulator. We know the theory, but we're clumsy and unprepared when we have to fly the actual plane. We become less adept at navigating the complex, unscripted world of human relationships. This isn't about being anti-technology. That would be like being anti-air. It's woven into the fabric of our lives and it brings incredible benefits. The point is to be more conscious of how we use it. It's about recognizing that our brains are not just hard drives to be filled with data. They're more like gardens. They need a variety of inputs, sunlight, water, quiet moments, and yes, even the occasional weed of a weird thought, a constant, high-pressure fire hose of information will just wash everything away. So, what's the solution? It's not about throwing your phone into a river. It's about carving out intentional silence. It's about reclaiming boredom. Try this. Next time you're waiting in line, leave your phone in your pocket. Just look around. Notice the things you never see. Let your mind wander. Or go for a walk without headphones. Listen to the world. Schedule tech-free time with your friends and family. Put the phones in a basket during dinner and actually talk to each other. Ask open-ended questions. Listen, really listen to the answers. The challenge is to use technology as a tool. Not let it become a master that silences us. We can use it to augment our intelligence, not replace our interactions. We can use it to connect with people far away, without disconnecting from the person sitting right across from us. It's a balancing act. It requires discipline and intention. Perhaps the next great leap for humanity won't be a technological one. It won't be a faster chip or a more immersive virtual reality. Maybe the next revolution will be a quiet one. It'll be the rediscovery of conversation, the courage to be bored, the wisdom to put the screen down, look someone in the eye, and say, "Tell me what you think." Because true intelligence, the kind that solves real-world problems and builds a better future, has always been and will always be a conversation. It's loud, messy, and profoundly human. Let's make sure we don't forget how to have it. Thanks so much for watching. If this idea sparks something in you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Is technology making us quieter? And don't forget to like and subscribe for more ideas to think about. See you next time.